FM 92.7, your community access.
Morena Wairarapa, ko Rob Maunsell aho, here with you for another edition of Move, Mingle and Play. I hope your day has started well. So I'm going to give you some information about what's happening in the Wairarapa in the next week or so, mingled with a bit of music. I usually start with the North Wairarapa, otherwise we can be inclined to get too busy and not get round to telling you what's happening in our precious northern reaches. That's extending as far as Dannevirke. So it's all on this weekend and for the coming week, particularly in Woodville, where there's a street market coming up on Sunday the 18th. We contact Rosie Karena if you want to contribute anything to the Woodville Street Market on Sunday. Starts at 10 o'clock and goes till 2 o'clock in the morning. And you can check out the range of crafts on offer at the local monthly street market. So this is the weekend for the Woodville Street Market. There's also a holiday program starting on Monday in Woodville. School holidays begin tomorrow. Never be daunted. There's always opportunities in school holidays to have fun, try new things, learn things, and get together as a family with your loved ones and the neighbours. But in Woodville, you can also join the holiday program run by my Riri. Her phone is 021 08895 494. It's going to be at the Woodville Sports Stadium for children 8 to 15. And there are limited spaces, so ring May and book your place. Starting on Monday, it runs for 2 weeks. There's also a Farmers' Day coming up on the 22nd of April. That's to be held at the Woodville Paetua Racecourse on McLean Street, Woodville. A racing farmers race at Woodville, 22nd next week. So if you're interested in that, get in touch with Paula. There is an autumn school holiday art workshop, which is happening. Whereabouts is it happening? It doesn't actually say in my piece of information here. You contact the craftery for the school program art workshop from 2 till 3:30 for $20 on the 24th of April. So that's actually Saturday next week. And on that same day, there is the Country Carnival Market in Dannevirke from 10 to 1. So that's about all I have from the Northern Reaches. To get on with the music part of the program, I don't have a guest today. You're just going to be hearing from me with information and the odd bit of expansive thinking around the information I've got to tell you. But the music I have to give you to start off with is a song by Delaney Davidson and Barry Saunders. Both of them were regular guests contributing to the music at the Tin Hut in the south of the Wairarapa, which very sadly closed 2.5 weeks ago, closed its doors on the Sunday before Easter. So we will no longer have live music from the Tin Hut. And I'm going to do a tribute show for half an hour next Thursday when I have Neil Francis coming in to talk about his book. He, of course, was a major contributor to a band called Wild Geese. So we're going to hear from Neil, and half an hour of that show I will dedicate to memories of music and good times at the Tin Hut. Here's Delaney and Barry.
Mingle tonight, lurching on a crooked highway. Met a man with his hand held out, used to be a friend of mine. It's been a long way home, another guitar in another hallway. All the twists and the turns, you leave no stone unturned, looking for a place to call home. To call home. We took some wild, wild turns, down one-way streets and out again. Met a girl with a killer smile, she'll always be a friend of mine. Follow falling angels down, down with the song of the siren. How you ramble, you roam, you leave no stone unturned, looking for a place to call home. And there were times I nearly went blind, looking for the exit sign. So you twist and you turn, you leave no stone unturned, looking for a place to call home.
Barry and Delaney, an album of theirs titled Word Gets Around, and that was a song, Long Way Home, off the album. Beautiful lyrics and lovely rhythmical sound there from our country music heroes, and often stars at Tin Hut. What's on in the Wairarapa in the next week or so? Well, on Friday night, the Digital Seniors are holding an evening event titled What Would You Do for $1? The admission fee is $40. It's a night of fun, games, music and food, and you come along with your friends to be hosted by the Digital Seniors. Book a table to enjoy the game show event and live music from Wairarapa's premier cover band, Audio Underground, while enjoying food from the award-winning Clearville Bakery. So it should be good value and lots of fun. So they'll be solving challenges, answering trivia, to compete against the clock to earn as much cash as possible. Tables are set in groups of 4 to 8. So that's what would you do for $1 tomorrow at the Carterton Event Centre starting at 7 o'clock. I think you just pay your $40 at the door. On Sunday the 18th at Mangatinoka, we all know where Mangatinoka is, it's where that very famous brewery is, and they're still making beer up there. But they're also holding the Mangatinoka Motors American Day, which is a display of American cars. It's at the Tui Brewery, and it's on the last Sunday of each month. So this is a repeating show. Starts at 9:30, goes through till 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And they invite car and motorbike owners to bring their ride to participate in one of the Mangatinoka Motors Show. If you're an owner of vintage, classic or hot rod, do you have a V8 that sets hearts quivering and gets heads turning? Are you Team Blue or Team Red? Have a sweet ride that represents your loyalty? Or perhaps you think 2 wheels are better than 4. Well, you'll be chuffed to hear that Toki Motors Show are again on in 2021. Well known by all Kiwi engine enthusiasts as a fabulous day out. These shows give you the chance to display your sweet ride for other car lovers and the general public to enjoy. And you can compete to win some sweet prizes while you're at it. We could make that into a song, I think. That's quite an elegant bit of prose there. So if you can, and you're free to enjoy petrol-headedness, heaven, Mangatinoka Motors American Day on Sunday at the Tui Brewery, Highway 2, just north of Paiatua, starting at 9:30. I don't think there's a fee for that. No, admission is free. Moving on to the Pukaha Junior Rangers at the Mount Bruce National Wildlife Centre. This is a holiday program for children and young teenagers, starting on Monday. It goes from 11 till 3 each day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. It's $30. I think that's for a day, and it's a school holiday program with a conservation focus. It's a chance for 5 to 14-year-olds to experience hands-on learning at Pukaha's Nature Reserve. Junior rangers get up close to wildlife, get to feed the tuna, that's the long-finned eels. That's information for me. Who knew that eels are part of the tuna family? They also learn about Ngāhere, the forest, and how the captive breeding program at Pukaha is helping to protect and restore Aotearoa's precious native species. Fun and educational. The price includes lunch, and they cater for all diets. So book online to learn more, and the email address info@pukaha.org.nz. Perhaps that's a website address. info@pukaha.org.nz, and the phone number is 06375 8004. Yes, holidays are coming, and I have some more announcements about holiday programs. Here's one at Aratoi, the school program at the Aratoi Wairarapa Museum of Art and History, 12 Bruce Street, Masterton. So their program starts on Saturday, the 17th of April, and goes through till Sunday, the 2nd of May, 10 o'clock till 4 o'clock, free admission. So this holiday, Aratoi are taking inspiration from their collection and the new exhibition For You and Yours, recent acquisitions, and bringing you some fun activities to explore the museum with your family. Pick up a trail to find our hidden images around the exhibition, take a closer look and vote for your favourite. Paintings nestle between beautiful clothes and intriguing objects, so there is something for everyone to enjoy. In the foyer, we will have a table of curiosities for you to explore. Grab an activity sheet to take away and be inspired to make your own museum at home. What will it be a museum of? What makes an object collectible? Send us your photos of your personal collections to share on social media and use #OurCollection hashtag. So the holiday program for school kids at Aratoy starting on Saturday the 17th. That should be a winner with everybody. The Oliver Jr. musical is on at Wairarapa College. It starts on Wednesday the 21st and there are 4 shows. Wednesday the 21st, Thursday the 22nd. There's 2 shows on the Thursday, 2 o'clock and 7 o'clock, and Friday the 23rd of April, there's a 2 o'clock matinee. So the first show is on Wednesday the 21st from 7 till 8:30. It's $17.40 if you're a student and $28.62 if you're an adult. I'm not quite sure how they work that out. It's probably being particular with GST. Children over 5, $10.25. It's a wonderfully crafted junior version of the classic Oliver Twist tale, a delightful way for everyone to enjoy this award-winning musical. Featuring over 70 talented youth theatre performers who'll bring the story to life with energy and integrity. All the well-known tunes are in this production, and it moves at a great pace. A truly wonderful school holiday experience for young and old to share together. Introduce your young family to the magic of live theatre and create a special occasion for lasting memories. Oliver Jr. at Wairarapa College, 83 Pownell Street, Masterton, starting on Wednesday next week. Also on Wednesday next week, at Queen Elizabeth Park, there is the amazing space race. That's starting at 11 in the morning and going through till 1 in the afternoon. A family pass is $12.30. This app-based space race game is a perfect family activity, ideal for children 8 to 12. Meet at the bandstand, which is next to the grandstand, at Queen Elizabeth Park in Masterton. We will help you load up the phone-based app and game, ready to be launched on the race. Then you follow directions on foot and race around the park to answer questions on space and complete the challenges that are presented. The game will conclude at the bandstand and there'll be a prize giving at 1 o'clock. So look out for the amazing space race on Wednesday starting at 11. It sounds like a lot of fun. And if you're not in any other school program, head down there and join in the app-based game. On Sunday this weekend, the 18th, the Carterton Farmers Market is back in business. That's at Memorial Square. And they have a range of things, as markets do. It's particularly noted for being small, personal, and a perfectly formed market. And it's the ideal spot to catch up with friends and browse for locally grown produce and other shopping items. Sunday, starting at 9 till 12:30, the Carterton Farmers Market. Now, what you've all been waiting for, I'm sure, and if you haven't made note of this, you're almost too late. But the Queen Tribute Band is playing in Carterton tonight, starting at 8 o'clock. It's titled Queen, It's a Kind of Magic. You can buy tickets by phoning 06379 4081. There might not be any tickets on the door, but I imagine if you haven't got a ticket and it's 6 to 7 o'clock, head down to the Carterton Event Centre and you might be lucky. So the announcement goes with the statement, you've seen Bohemian Rhapsody at the cinemas. Now see it all come alive on stage and in concert, with big sound, big screens, crazy lighting, outlandish costumes, the real rock experience. Showtime Australia proudly introduces Dominic Warren, performing lead vocals, guitar and piano live on stage in Freddie's original key, and with all the wit, charm and bravado of the legend himself. Australian Richard Baker takes on the famous guitar riffs of Brian May. Michael Dickens conjures Roger Taylor on drums, and Andre von der Merwe is John Deacon on bass guitar. Get ready for a night of non-stop rock. Anthems including We Will Rock You, We Are the Champions, Radio Gaga, I Want to Be Free, Somebody to Love, Don't Stop Me Now, Another One Bites the Dust, A Kind of Magic, Bohemian Rhapsody, and so many more. Queen, It's a Kind of Magic, tonight at the Carterton Event Centre from 8 till 10:30. And unfortunately, they don't have a ticket price on the information that I've got. So you just have to give that phone number a ring. I'll give you the phone number again, 06379 4081. And there's probably a notice about this in the local paper, or you could probably just look at it on Event Finder. Go to the Wairarapa and then go to concerts and gigs. Scroll down until you find the Queen. It's a Kind of Magic show, and there might be information there about the ticket price. Let's go to some music now. I've talked for long enough in this spell. We're going to hear from an album titled Freedom by Jackie Bristow, and I've chosen a song here called Warning Signs.
I was hoping to find a love that's real, that could save me from the sorrow and drowning here tonight in a bottle. It came as a surprise to me, so I'll go slow, so I'll go slow. Everybody see the warning sign. Want somebody to take me for a ride, 'cause I got a long way to go. Yes, I got a long way to go. And I've been sleeping all day, don't wanna face this. These disappointments have taken their toll. Wish I was braver, oh yeah. Came as a surprise to me, so I'll go slow, so I'll go slow. Everybody see the warning sign. I want somebody to take me for a ride, 'cause I got a long way to go. Yes, I got a long way to go. Go Came as sign. I want somebody to take me for a ride, 'cause I got a long way to go. Yes, I got a long way to go.
Jackie Bristow, from her album Freedom, a song Warning Signs. She recently toured with Barry Saunders and they put on a really good show. We're hoping that she'll get out on the road again soon. So we do have more coming up in the Wairarapa in the next week. Wednesday the 21st of April, another event at the Carterton Event Centre worth taking note of. It's titled Exit Laughing. It's $20. You can get your tickets if you phone 06379 4081. 3 friends get together for one last bridge game after attending the funeral of the 4th of their group. Things get a little interesting when one of them steals the ashes from a funeral home to join them for the final game, only to discover that the deceased has a few last surprises up her sleeve. This is a great comedy of friendship and life, with a healthy dose of fun and drama. Meet the cast. Rachel Ann is played by Jade McKenzie, Connie Harlid, Samantha Fitzgerald, Leona, played by Leela Sorgo, and Millie, played by Sean Jones. And there's a policeman, or Bobby, played by Egan Turrell. So look out for Exit Laughing, a comedy play at the Carterton Event Centre next Wednesday. Some of the regular events that occur in the Wairarapa, a lot of them are orientated towards mingle and play and moving. So they fit with the program that you are listening to, Move, Mingle and Play. So on Thursday, today, there is an eat and greet at the St John's Hall, St James Union Church on High Street in Masterton. From 11:30 till midday, that's the start of it. It's open to all. The idea is to come and enjoy lunch, fellowship, and meet new friends. Entertainment follows lunch. So that's eat and greet at the St John's Hall beside the St James Union Church, 116 High Street. On Thursday, today, there is the morning bikers who get together. This is a regular Thursday event. Discover your town and country pathways safely by bicycle. Short rides for everyone. Coffee stop at a cafe. Meet new people. Call Liz Mickelson after 5 o'clock. So that will be after 5 o'clock today. So if you want to go, you just have to turn up. Actually, do we even know where to go? It doesn't say where the starting point is, but you could probably inquire from the information centre, and there's a phone number which is 216-2187 to call if you want to find out about the Thursday morning bikers. Sounds like fun. You might miss it for today and have to get onto it next week. Then there's the Parkinson's exercise class, 1:30 at the Masonic Village Hall on Edith Street. Contact Jane Flowerday, 027-221-1878 if you want to join in with the Parkinson's exercise class. I don't think it's only for people with Parkinson's. You can be there to support someone in the family or a friend who's got Parkinson's. It'll be a very exciting gathering. People trying out new things. Adventurous probably is a better term for it. And it'll be wonderfully led by Jane, who's a great enthusiast for exercise and the healing that can bring to people with all sorts of chronic conditions. Age Concern are also running a kind of an exercise class that's at the Senior Citizens Hall in Cole Street. Starts at 9:30. It's a class for men, and at 10:30 it's for senior citizens. Steady as you go. This is a falls prevention class, and it's on probably every Thursday, but certainly this Thursday, starting quite soon at the Senior Citizens Hall. Prevention of falls is really important, because once you've had a fall, you might not return to being as capable movement-wise as you were before the fall. You could even do some serious damage. So best to prevent it. On Friday, at the Featherston Community Centre, there is the Spontaneous Dance Group meeting at 6:30, going through till 8. I'm not quite sure what spontaneous dance is, but it sounds like fun. Sounds like there'll be music played and there'll be a tutor, a dance teacher, showing you what you can do, and then it'll be have a go, join in and dance. Pavla is the coordinator of that, Pavla Miller, and her phone number is 022 075 3867. So that's Friday, tomorrow night, 6:30 till 8 o'clock at the Featherston Community Centre. In Carterton on Friday, the first one is 6 o'clock in the morning, the second one is at 11. There is the Free Community Fit Club meeting at Carrington Park, all ages, all fitness levels. So you can get in there before work and have an hour of shared fitness workout. If you don't go to work and you've got a spare hour at 11 o'clock, turn up there and you'll be taken care of by Di, and her phone number is 027 498 7261. Saturday, the 17th, the day after tomorrow, the Featherston Fusiliers are playing war games and board games. It's that kind of a club at the Featherston Assembly of God Cafeteria, 22 Birdwood Street, from 10 in the morning until 4:30. If you want to do war gaming and board games, you can join in with the Featherston Fusiliers. The contact is an email address, featherston.fusiliers@gmail.com. That's all lowercase, and Fusiliers is spelt FUSILLIERS, and you know how to spell Featherston. Also on Saturday, there's a park run in Greytown, 5K, walk or run, measured, timed, free. 8 o'clock start at the Woodside end of the Greytown Rail Trail. And you can find out about that by going to a website, which is parkrun.co.nz/Greytown Woodside Trail. I'll say that again, parkrun.co.nz/Greytown Woodside Trail. All lowercase. Could be worth a try if you like running and walking but need a bit of motivation and you want some company, someone to mingle with. You'll find like-minded people there for sure to enjoy an outing. I'm going to play you another song because after about 10 minutes of talking, I get a bit dry and need a drink. So I'm going to put on Blackberry Jam for you. They're one of my favourite local jam bands, and they're going to play a classic jazz number, All of Me.
All of me, why don't you take all of me? Can't you see that I'm no good without you? Take my lips, I wanna lose them. Take my arms, I'll never use them. Your goodbye has left me with eyes that cry. How can I go on without you? You took the part that once was my heart, so why not take all of me? Why don't you take all of me? Can't you see that I'm no good without you? Take my lips, I wanna lose them. Take my arms, I'll never use them. Ah, your goodbye has left me with eyes that cry. How can I go on without you? You took the part that once was my heart, so why not take all of me?
Blackberry Jam, local jazz band, Stefan Schultz on violin, Stephen Judd on vocals, and Stefan is playing with us tomorrow night at Coco, where we do our first Coco live show at the Coco Dessert Bar in Queen Elizabeth Park, where we'll be hosting Jonathan Birkin, who was the Cross Creek Blues Club New Zealand Pacific Studio Fellow in November last year. Came here from Wellington to spend 3 weeks in the Carterton district, where he worked on compositions, one of which was played by the Wairarapa Community Orchestra last Saturday at the Carterton Event Centre. A wonderful piece of melodic, kind of folk tune-based orchestral music for a 40-piece orchestra. They were brilliant. And this Friday he's playing with Stefan and my band Graphia, Keith Austin on keyboards, and we've got Warwick Murray playing drums and a bit of mandolin and banjo and ukulele when the mood takes him. So that's at Coco Dessert Bar starting at 6 o'clock tomorrow night, and the entry fee is $7.50. all to a good cause. Just while we're on the subject of Coco Live, this is the venue that we've chosen to move to after the Tin Hut closed, and in 2 weeks, on Friday, April the 30th, we're hosting the Julie Lamb Outfit on their Barmy Jarmies tour. This is a wonderful rhythm and blues band from Wellington, and they'll be playing from 7:30 till 10:30 at Coco Dessert Bar. You can look up Julie Lamb Outfit on YouTube and see a couple of their live clips, which are really good. Here's a spiel that goes with their show. They're bringing a full 8-piece kick-ass funky pop sound to Coco Dessert Bar. They're showing off their 2020 album, How Humans Think, which debuted at 10 on the official New Zealand album charts and received 5 stars from music.net.nz. They also are celebrating the landmark of 5 studio albums and 50 original songs. Julie Lamb is a powerhouse, and she is the grand mama of the Blues Club in Wellington, which meets on Friday nights at the James Hackett Bar down there near Cuba Street. Anyone who has seen the Wellington-based Julie Lamb Outfit live knows they are as tightly woven as that machine-knitted jumper your mum made for you in the 70s, and they keep you warm and feeling great. The wearing of jammies may or may not happen, but is encouraged always, because let's face it, we love jammies. Jammies. The Julie Lamb Outfit is an 8-piece collaborative music family coaxing kick-ass funky pop music into the multiverse. Get lost between the stories and the groove and find yourself in a high-energy smile-a-minute space. Well, who could resist such an intro? So that's on the 30th of April, Friday night. The show starts at 7:30, and I think it's $10 admission. We'll be helping to run the show with our sound system and drum kit, so they don't have to bring too much gear. It's going to be a great night. But please, if you can, get down to listen to us with Jonathan Birkin on Friday night, tomorrow night, starting at 6. With that in mind, what have I got on the turntable? I've got Wild Geese. This is kind of a intro to what I'll be doing next week when I do my tribute for the Tin Hut, because the Wild Geese has Mike on guitar. Mike, who used to play a lot of blues at the Tin Hut. So here they are, Wild Geese.
Sun's died out on the ranges, and the valleys are molten gray. Wood smoke rides on a southerly breeze as the daylight slips away. Mist rides in on the Gorsom broom about a mile above Abbott's Creek, and the lodgers dine in the Royal Hotel as the wind whips up the street. In a town once known as Burling's, where the winds do blow, oh, where the winds do blow, down in the middle of the main street as the evening settles down. Spot the man who lights up the lamps in the streets around the town. Listen out for the night cart with its own peculiar sound. That squeak of wood, a well-worn leather setting out on its evening round. In a town once known as Burling's, listen to the wheeze of the WB as she heads into the town. She just steamed down from Pigeon Bush after the incline slowed her down. A change of local when the Cross Creek yard disengaged the center rail. Now the sun's died out, the day is done with the arrival of the evening mail. In a town once known as Burling's. Oh, where the winds do blow. Oh, where the winds do blow.
Michael Dew on guitar, Brendan Connor on vocals, Neil Francis on bass guitar, and Mick Luden on drums and percussion, Paul Turner, pipes, whistles, fiddle, and several of their friends doing backup vocals, and none other than Toby Mills playing keyboards and piano. A lovely album by Wild Geese, put out a couple of years ago, Each and Every Moment. Look out for it. I think you can get a copy of it at Selah Music in Queen Street, and possibly at Headley's Bookshop. They'll have a copy of it there if you want to get one. So just leading into next week's show, which will have Neil Francis in here talking about the book that he's written based on his father's war diaries and life in the Wairarapa a few decades ago, which was very different. And of course Mike Dew, who was a regular guitarist and singer at the Tin Hut, wonderfully versatile musician. The show must go on. I'm going to give you just another 5 minutes of information, and then we're going to call it quits for the day. Still on Monday for next week, there's Art for Everyone at the Featherston Community Centre, 7 till 9. Call Sandy if you want to find out more about that. 021 157 4909. There's a stop smoking class at Waiora, which is very helpful if you want to give up smoking but don't quite find the will or the determination to do so. Call the Quit Coach based at Waiora, 0800 494 246. You must stop smoking. That's the message. And the way to do it is to think of yourself as a non-smoker, because non-smokers don't smoke. If you're someone trying to give up smoking, it'll be a problem. And you might just say, it's too hard. So frame of mind is the key thing. Free Community Fit Club on Monday at Carrington Park. We told you about that on Friday. Well, it continues on Monday. It probably goes every day of the week. So there's one that starts at 6 in the morning and an exercise program, all ages, all fitness levels. And the second one is at 11 o'clock in the morning. And then there's the Dance Shed in Carterton, 450A Belvedere Road. It's for beginners. It's a line dance class from 6 till 7, and then intermediate 7:30 till 8:30. Well worth the effort to get there. Line dancing ain't what it looks like from the outside. You've got to have a go at it, and the groove takes over. Country groove, that is. So Wendy's organising the Dance Shed line dance program, 027 319 9814. We have Tuesday and Wednesday to tell you about now. On Tuesday, the Wairarapa Spinners and Weavers meet at 7 o'clock at the Woolshed in Dixon Street. All welcome. You don't have to know a lot about spinning and weaving. Just be interested and you'll be taken into their world. Trish can be contacted on 378 8775 or Josie 378 6531. And as an alternative, if you'd rather there is the Wairarapa Embroiders Guild, which meets at the Ranfurly Club Rooms on Chapel Street in Masterton. Billy Sims organises that, 3782949, or Jenny 3770859. I hope you've written those numbers down. That's the Wairarapa Embroiders Guild. Senior Net Wairarapa. If you want to learn about using computers or you need help with your cell phone, you can go to the departmental buildings between 1:30 and 2:30 on Tuesday. You'll meet John there. His phone number is 027 383 5654. So don't need to be embarrassed. We've all got things to learn, and computers are baffling to most of us, and cell phones can be pretty bewildering. At least you don't know probably a quarter of the things you can do on the cell phone. So get down there to learn about it from Senior Net Wairarapa, 1:30 to 2:30 at the departmental buildings on Chapel Street in Masterton. There is the free literacy and numeracy class at Literacy Aotearoa in Masterton. That's if you really want a hand to be able to read better, and you perhaps need to brush up on your use of numbers. Not everybody is extremely adept at using words and numbers, so here's a chance to learn in a very user-friendly environment, very supportive. Carol, who's actually come and talked to us here on MMP, is available on 022 524 5994. Or you can visit her at Literacy Aotearoa, 340 Queen Street in Masterton. There's a chair exercise class, gentle chair exercises, on Tuesdays from 2 until 2:45 in Greytown at the St John's Hall. So that's a good way for older folk or people who are recovering from surgery to get fit again. Just go and sit on a chair and be shown how to use your body in different ways to exercise muscle groups. The Masterton Senior Citizens and Beneficiaries Association meet for social indoor bowls, or just to chat, 1 to 3 o'clock at the Senior Citizens Hall in Cole Street, Masterton. Nairi is running that event, 377 0342. So, we have just 2 or 3 more announcements. I'd like to tell you about the rock and roll dance class, which is in, where it doesn't say where it is. This is a little bit strange. Perhaps it's connected with the dance shed in Carterton, but Wendy is running the rock and roll dance class on 027 319 9814. And then there's also Wairarapa Rockers, which is rock and roll for couples, and you inquire about that on 027 333 1793. So 2 options for rock and roll. The beginners class, which we think is Carterton, on Wednesday from 7:30 till 8:30. Wendy is the contact for that, 027 319 9814. And the Wairarapa Rockers, which is rock and roll for couples, on 027 333 1793. Okay, the last announcement for MMP for Thursday the 16th of April is the Recreational Walking Group meeting in Masterton at 9:30 a.m. on Wednesday at the Essex Street car park. A recreational walking group. So there you've got just about everything covered for MMP. Perhaps not so much emphasis on playing, but certainly moving and mingling. You call Ann Jackson 372-5758 or Ann Duckett 378-8285 to find out a bit more about the recreational walking group. Meets at 9:30, Essex Street Car Park, Masterton. I would like to give you the heads up of the Featherston Booktown Karu Katia Festival on the 6th to the 9th of May, with the opening night on Friday the 7th of May, 6 to 9:30 at the Anzac Hall in Featherston. It's a gala launch of the Featherston Booktown Festival weekend. There'll be a Wellington band, Ida Luna, who are playing there. There's Aotearoa's first Pacifica Poet Laureate, Selina Tusitala Marsh, who's going to be reading from her poetry. And it goes on over the weekend. So please put that on your calendar, 6th to the 9th of May, Featherston Booktown Festival. And I am going to wrap it up for today. I wish you a wonderful rest of the week and weekend, and head into the school holidays with a smile on your face. Ciao for now.